To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsockеtradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee and panel.
Good morning. It is Coffee and time here on WOON AM and FM on the first Monday in February 2nd. Hi there, Joe Callahan with you. Across the table from me, we'll say good morning to Dave Richards.
Hi there, Joe Callahan with us.
Nice to have Dave here, too. We're expecting Melissa Murray to be joining us as well. And around 8:30, we're going to be joined by Paul Jones. He is the North Smithfield Democratic Town Committee chairperson. And they have an event coming up this Saturday called Candidates Speed Dating that will take place at the Village Haven restaurant. So we're going to talk about that when Paul gets here around 8:30 or so. All right. So it is Groundhog Day. Hooray. Everybody.
Speed dating. That's
well,
cool.
They're calling it
coming
speed,
in?
8:30.
Okay.
They call it speed dating because
Fascinating.
People will be able to hop from candidate to candidate and get their perspective on that platform, and they'll be able to ask questions if there is enough time. So it's a really cool way to get to know your candidate more up close and personal.
Gee, I wonder if someone we know is going to be there.
Well, Melissa Murray is here. Hi, Melissa.
Out. Hello.
Well, it looks like it's just for statewide candidates.
This one's just for statewide candidates.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, although there is one person, according to my list, that says is running for Senate. Now, I don't know if that's U.S. Senate.
It's U.S. Senate.
Okay, Connor Burbridge is going to run against Gabe Amo. Yeah?
I assume so.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Senate would be Sheldon Whitehouse.
Sorry, that's right. Rep. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
But it doesn't have Sheldon Whitehouse down here. Okay. Well, anyway, more on that later on. It is Groundhog Day, and Melissa.
Yeah.
Phil saw a shadow.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Well, doesn't he always see a shadow because they have the bright lights?
No, he doesn't.
But they've got bright lights on them all the time, it seems. No? All right.
I mean, I know we shouldn't be taking weather advice
And he doesn't
from
come
a
out
large
of a
rodent,
burrow either. He's in a heated cage.
Yeah, I know,
right.
no.
Yeah.
All right. He emerged from his burrow where he was greeted by the cheering crowd, and he saw a shadow.
Could you have imagined any other scenario at this point in time, though? I mean, I guess.
They've been doing this for 139 years.
I know.
How many fills have they gone through?
Oh, probably a lot.
20?
More than that, probably.
Well, all I can say is this. I used to think this was really cool until I actually saw what happened there.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of silly.
You know, really, I didn't ever think that it really predicted the weather. I thought it was just an amusing little
amusing
way.
Tradition,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right. And then some years back when we were a CBS radio affiliate, the network offered us a microphone hookup to the location in Punxsutawney and Gobbler's Knob. And it was an unanchored mic.
Okay.
And they turned it on at about 5:30 in the morning, and you could listen in and hear the whole thing live from the very beginning to the very end. And for almost 2 hours, all we heard was drunken yelling. It sounded like a frat party.
Well, it is. That's what it's become.
How else are you going to keep warm out there?
So anyway, that's the whole thing. Anyway, so I used to think it was a little bit more of a deal than it is. So
well, it's
something to talk about, right?
It's an economic thing. They drove.
I would totally go though.
They have a ton of people come from all over, and it's a real boost in the arm.
I want to know if there's a local radio station, and do they play Sonny and Cher at 6:00 every morning? Every February 2nd.
They have to.
All right, the mind's reeling. And
did we? Because I wasn't aware.
Oh, the movie.
What song?
Remember the movie?
Oh, the Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, why
I thought it was The Beat Goes On, wasn't it?
No.
Or was it?
I Got You, Babe.
I Got You, Babe.
Yep.
In that movie.
That was the one.
That movie was, it took me years to watch it because it just looks so silly, and it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It's Bill Murray, so
I know.
I've only seen clips.
It's a lot better than you think it's going to be.
But I remember at 6:00 every morning, the alarm would go off, the radio station would come on, and they play the same Sonny and Cher song.
Well, that was the point. He's reliving the same day.
But I'm just wondering if
they
they actually do that in honor of the movie. On Groundhog's Day, at whatever radio station serves Gobbler's Knob.
Maybe they do.
I hope they do.
That would be funny.
What can I say? All right, well, enough of that rodent stuff.
Speaking of drunken revelers, Super Bowl send-off was yesterday at Gillette Stadium.
Oh, my.
And I don't know if you saw pictures.
Did you see the crowd in
I
Warwick?
did. Yeah. Well, they had it was.
We made the big deal about the one free to go at Foxborough. That was organized,
right? But
the one in Warwick wasn't organized.
But they were lined up.
They ran
all
like
the
the Dickens down there to take a look.
Oh yeah,
and it's the shipping area.
Yeah,
you know where UPS is and stuff like that to the south of the terminal.
You can see the plane coming
right
on
there from the service road.
Right on the service
as if you
road.
were going over to Cello's and that area over there. The plane's right there.
And I was because I follow Brendan McGare on X, and he had his phone out, and he was only able to get from he took a video of the plane taking off.
Oh,
from the other side of the fence. He's shooting through a chain link fence.
Oh yeah, well,
that's as close as he could get at the time. So, but thousands, and I'm like, if I estimated the crowd, at least 30,000 people were at Gillette Stadium, possibly more. Because, they're not up in the high nosebleed sections. There's a crowd on the field.
Right.
So and then they're up in the stands as well. And Dave, I felt bad for the Dropkick Murphys, the band, who had to play in that cold weather.
Oh, no.
And everything's
wind chills
outside.
at 12 below.
I mean, they were smiling and playing.
Of course
but
they
I'm
were.
like, poor for them.
They're pros.
They had to do that. And so, and so they had and people always complain about this, the money, but they had state police escort from Mass to Rhode Island, and then the Rhode Island State Police picked it up from there, brought them down
Makes
to
them
Green
feel
Airport.
special.
Well, of course it does, but people say, the money, can't they be doing something else, and blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
well, that's
always
fine.
those people.
That's fine. And those are people who shouldn't have pay cable. They shouldn't have radios. They shouldn't have phonographs. They shouldn't have anything that's entertaining in their lives. Because if they're going to deny other people entertainment, I don't know. They shouldn't have those nice things. But I remember when I was in the Barville High School band, we went on an exchange concert. And one of them was to Carson City, Pennsylvania, which is very close to upstate New York. And it's like upstate New York was like Blackstone, and Carson City, Pennsylvania was just to the south of it. And when we got to the town limits, we had a big bus, like a Peter Pan bus. It wasn't a school bus, where the band and all the equipment and everything was. And we were going down to spend a weekend, do a concert and stuff like that, and then come back to Barville for class on Monday. But Friday afternoon, when we got to the outskirts of Carson City, Pennsylvania, there was a police escort.
Ready for you?
And don't you think the kids felt special?
Well, sure.
They certainly did. So I wouldn't deny that. Our Super Bowl gladiators. Give them a police escort, for Pete's sake, with the bus. And it also makes sure everybody behaves, too, because you don't want the drunken debauchery to spill out onto the interstate. Right? And people could throw things at the bus. Heaven knows, you wouldn't want that.
Yeah. My son asked me, didn't you go? No. First of all, it's 0 degrees outside, first of all. No. I do know people that did win, because I saw them posted on Facebook. One of our friends from Autumn Fest.
Yeah. Which one?
Lee Fossier.
Lee went
there.
Oh, she's a fun
all
loving
bundled
gal.
up. She had fun. Looked like she was having fun, but it was just. But maybe when all those people were there, you got enough warmth of all those bodies pressed together. Maybe. I don't know. But so they sent off. They got onto their plane. They went, and now they're in Seattle. So I'm sorry, they're in California. They were playing Seattle. All right, Dave, you got a note? You got the milk fun stuff to finish up here?
Exactly.
Okay.
There's not going to be any snow in Santa Clara, is there?
No, it's supposed to be 70.
We're glad about that.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad about that. All right. Well, listen, it's got to be warm somewhere. My daughter was griping yesterday. 20 degrees outside. She says, I got to fill my tires with air. They're going flat.
Wow.
It's so cold here. And I said, okay, go ahead and do it. She says, it's not supposed to be this cold here. And she was whining about it. I says, come on, grow up and be unhappy, kid. I said, how else do you expect they're going to have an outdoor NHL ice hockey game in your town this afternoon.
That went off without a hitch.
And it went off
40,
without a hitch.
40 degrees at the stadium.
They had plenty of cold to go around to keep that ice nice and firm.
Yeah, that's great.
So I guess so.
Bruins lost, but anyway.
All right. Hey, listen, we've got some. This is going to be a big week for our friends at the Milk Fund and all of our friends who support the Milk Fund. We are making our final additive report for you today, and by Friday we will have our final report out to the public, which I think is very, very, very good. Also, our friends at all this week in the Blackstone Valley Call-in-Times will be putting the thank you notes in for everybody who donated, and they'll be also putting out a story with Joe Nato on the entire appeal and our final total. So it's all this week that you're going to be hearing about this, but right now, last week we had our final drawing on the calendar project for the Milk Fund, and the net proceeds of the calendar project were $1,190.
Wow.
And
that's great.
A whole bunch of very happy people. 31 very happy people who won nice prizes.
Actually, a little less than that, 'cause some people won twice. Or three
Well,
times.
okay. Yeah, less than that many happy people. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, but there was expenses of $450. I said net. I shouldn't have said that. The gross total was $1,190. The net total after taking out for prizes and things like that was $740.
All right.
Which is a nice little profit. Congratulations to Lisa Carcefero. That's her project. She does that by herself. She thought that one up herself, and she says, we're going to do that, and she supervises it, and she does a fine, fine job. So, again, $740 in. We have more money than we got last year in our appeal. Plus, also, you'll be hearing about new outreach methods that the Board of Directors at Milk Fund, Inc. are using to get the milk that you paid for with your donations in December and in early January into the bellies of people who needs it. So all that's happening this week for the Milk Fund. Joe?
All right there, Dave. Thanks. All right, other things going on. An unfortunate incident happened in Massachusetts, up in the North Shore, in Gloucester, where a fishing boat sank.
Yeah.
They only recovered one body.
Yep.
And 6 are missing.
Yeah.
And they searched and they searched and they said that they finally called it off. Now, I don't know if it's one of those deals where they're supposed to have those life-saving suits that they can get into.
Yeah. In the business, we call them Gumby suits.
Yeah. I don't know if that boat is supposed to have them or did or did not have them. I don't know, but I just can't imagine being
well, I can't say
in
how
the
that,
ocean.
I can't say how that boat was outfitted, but they're certainly supposed to have some sort of life vessel.
Yes.
So that they can be found. Either it's an individual, or or it's a congregate lifeboat.
Yeah.
Everything that sails on the high seas, the Coast Guard mandates that you have to have certain amount of personal safety equipment aboard.
They found an unoccupied life raft.
Yeah, I thought they did find the life raft.
Wow.
But it was unoccupied.
Which could very well have capsized and spilled its occupants after it was deployed, or it could have been swept away by the wind and the occupants were unable to
get into it.
Yeah. As you know, we spent a lot of time at sea years ago for Dr. Ballard, and all the drills and all the stuff that you had to go through, and you all knew, every one of us knew, that this is tedious, this is boring, but guess what? There's going to be that instant, maybe, where you're going to need all of these weeks of training in an instant. And if you don't have it, your life's in peril.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee AM program. But coming up, Dan Gendron is on the phone. So we'll be talking about the Woonsocket City Council meeting coming up right after these messages.
OM 1240.
Your certified Buick GMC dealer serving drivers throughout Woonsocket and the surrounding areas is Tasca Buick GMC. At Tasca, you'll find a solid selection of new Buick GMC models, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles. They also have a well-connected finance center run by a qualified team of finance experts who can help you get the right loan or lease in a quick, easy, and transparent manner. Tasca Buick GMC, 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Visit TascaBuickGMC.com. Tasca Buick GMC. You will be satisfied.
The Coffee AM panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON AM and FM.
It's Coffee Ann here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this morning. Joe Callahan here, along with Dave Richards and Melissa Murray. And joining us on the phone, we have Woonsocket City Council President Dan Gendron joining us.
Hey, Dan.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Give us a little rundown on tonight's Woonsocket City Council.
It's going to be very
agenda.
exciting, Dan. I get a chance to see you in person instead of on the radio speaker.
I know, that's what's going to be nice. I was going to say the highlight of the night is
Now,
being able to see you in person.
You're not going to be offended if I leave after the ceremonies, will you? So I can get back here and take care of business.
Well, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a motion to take out of order and push you to the last thing of the night.
Thank you, Dan. You're a pal. You're a pal.
That's perfect.
And for those who haven't seen the docket, there's a little honorarium going on where Roger Bouchard and I will be there to attend a special ceremony that Councilwoman Gonzalez has put together for us and has been voted on by the council. So that'll be tonight, and we'll be very happy to be there. Hey, in the beginning of my career, we spent all of our city council meetings right there in the room with the council. So I'm going back to age 16 tonight, watching
That's
the council
awesome.
do its work.
Dan, was the vote
And you haven't aged at all.
Dan, was the vote unanimous to give Dave this thing?
Well, the vote
No, it
actually
wasn't.
takes place tonight, so you better behave.
Okay. All right, Dave, take notes as he was voting against you.
Okay. All right. Well, folks will know what we're talking about when they listen in on the council meeting tonight. But Dan, let's talk about the important agenda, the things that you folks will be voting on.
So we have a couple things. I'm going to save the best for the last, and but we're going to be there's an ordinance regarding a loading zone in front of 1 Clinton Street, and as things happen, we always had a loading zone there, and we found out recently that it's never been officially approved. So this is kind of formalizing what has been taking place for a while.
This
anyway,
is in front of Johnny's, is it?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll be formalizing that. Then, for those of you that are watching, we are transferring some funds tonight, $200,000 from different accounts into different accounts to help try and recoup some of the money that was spent on these ridiculous ice and snowstorms. So, we're over budget quite a bit because these last few storms have hit on a Sunday. It requires overtime.
You can't pay them straight time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the time of that last storm. I mean, these guys
Very
were
long.
working 24 hours, some of them, and so we
It's
had
a
to move some
36-hour
money
storm,
around.
so you got to understand, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that transfer. But one of the highlights that I think I always look forward to is we're going to be granting permission to use city property tonight, and it's specifically for the 10 concerts, the summer concert series at River Island Art Park.
Oh, great.
And I
Free
just
Music Fridays.
like that because it means summer's coming, right?
Yeah.
With this weather we're experiencing now, we're talking about summer concerts. That's encouraging. So then we've got a few other.
We're so excited it's coming.
Oh, I know. It's what
so
a
many
what
great
a
memories there.
gem for the city. It's
is.
nice that it happens, and
And we'll be
we got to keep it alive.
again.
I knew you would, and I'll be sponsoring it again.
Ooh, that's
great.
good. That's good.
to
I
write
appreciate the
I'm
support.
going to write that down.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Well, we got to pay the help,
Of course. Another little thing, we're putting in an ATM machine, although they call it an interactive teller machine, at the police station. This was at the request of the police chief because he said it would be helpful. A number of people come in and have to make payments for fines or bail and such and have no access to money. So this will give them the ability to go into the lobby of the police station, get their money, and make full their commitment right there. And it's a no cost rental. And the new bank that we're working with, Centerville Bank, is going to provide that. But it's a free lease, if you will, to put the ATM in the city police department.
It's a really
Nice.
great idea.
Well, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's a good service.
It is. It's unfortunate
I didn't-
because the
you-
people
you
who
mean the
need it are
cops
not
don't-
happy about it.
Well, I
The
bet
co-
not.
The cops don't take checks. Is that it?
Apparently, they don't. I don't know if they don't take checks or credit cards or what, but they
Yeah.
they said a number of people need to find money quickly, and this
Yeah.
will give them the ability to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And the rest is, there's some other comments that'll be made by the mayor and public works director and such. So
Routine stuff.
Tune in. Yep, tune in, and it's not a big agenda, but when you have things like the presentation for Dave Richards and Roger Bouchard, it'll be worth the show. What's that? It's worth the cost of admission.
Free.
Yeah, well, it's very, very kind that they think about it. It's World Radio Day is this week, Joe.
Oh, okay.
That's the occasion.
Gotcha.
And it's not lost on Councilwoman Gonzalez, and she thought that the official recognition
Is
for
in order.
the support that the city government
Okay.
gets from both local radio stations was in order, so we'll be there to receive it.
Oh, very good. So it's tonight at 7 o'clock at Harris Hall. Anything else, Dan?
Yes, and it's live. It's on YouTube, but
Okay.
it's also, don't forget, it's broadcast live every time on WOON at 7 o'clock. So tune in to one of those networks, and you'll be sure to hear a live broadcast.
There you go.
Dan,
And-
there's a football game on Sunday. Who do you like?
Well, you told me to say the Patriots, so
Woohoo, way to
no,
go.
of course.
Did I tell you that?
Hey, listen, even I, not following that closely. Of course, I'd love to see the Patriots do this. I mean, I love having this dynasty here, and I hope it continues because it doesn't change my life, but boy, does it make me happy when they win.
There you
Changes my
go.
life. All right.
Well said.
All right, Dan. Thanks for joining us this morning.
All right, you have a good day, everyone.
Okay.
Thank
Take
you.
it, Dan.
Bye.
See you tonight.
Dan Jenner, Woonsocket City Council President. Yes, Dave.
Joe, I was reprimanded by the fabulous Denise because there were actually a couple of other Milk Fund donations that I was supposed to acknowledge along with the Milk Fund calendar amounts. And here they are.
Okay.
We have a $250 donation from Kathy Chartraw. Kathy Chartraw. We know who Kathy is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and so that is here in an envelope as well. So that's add $250 to that other figure that we gave you. And also there was the Milk Fund bottles. We have been going through the different people who are helping us with Milk Fund bottles. And this year, Lucille Gallant noticed that nobody was doing it. She says, I'll take that over. But she started very late. And she did a fine job, but there was one bottle that she didn't know about.
Oh.
Because she didn't put the bottle there. Because our friend Sandy Gamache grabbed the bottle when she was here and brought it down to the Broster House. And they emptied the bottle last week, I think it was, right? $102 for the Milk Fund in the bottle.
Terrific.
So we thank them for the $102 down at the Broster House. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Dave. All right. Keeping it on the Super Bowl, it's been 22 years. And it was on this day in 2004 that the Federal Communications Commission chair, Michael Powell. Did you ever meet Michael Powell, Dave?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Calling it classless, crass, and deplorable, ordered an investigation into the Super Bowl 38 halftime show with Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
22 years ago, this took place.
Well, that's only half of what he was told to say.
Really?
Oh, gosh. There was a lot of restraint in that comment.
Okay. Seems like Janet got the worst end of that whole situation.
Yeah, that was the infamous
and she,
slip, right? Yeah.
The wardrobe malfunction, as it began to
yes.
be known as. And I missed it completely.
Baloney.
No, I missed it completely.
No.
No, I missed it.
Okay, you missed it. I didn't.
Because I don't watch the halftime show.
I don't
didn't.
remember.
And of course, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it afterwards, and so I was like, I didn't find out about it until the next day. I was like, what?
Oh.
Anyway,
That's because you didn't watch the halftime show, right?
no, I didn't watch it.
Oh,
So, okay.
Well, I saw it.
Okay.
We were waiting for the next portion of the What were the two teams that were playing that night? Nobody knows.
No, the Patriots won that Super Bowl.
Yeah, but nobody remembers that.
No, I remember that because I didn't watch the halftime show. I forget who they played, though.
It's why I was there watching, because the Patriots were there.
yeah.
Who did they beat?
2004.
That's what I'm trying. That was the point I was making.
I know
Everybody
they won.
remembers
I
the
don't-
Super
I
Bowl,
don't
but they don't remember who. Yeah,
It wasn't St. Louis.
no.
It was after that.
I think it was Indianapolis.
Nope, because they're in the
It wasn't
AFC.
Indianapolis. No.
No.
Okay.
Who remembers? I
remembers?
don't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, but it was 22 years ago that took place.
2 years ago.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
All right. So just a heads up, Melissa.
And we still don't know the truth. Well, nobody's
No,
saying
no.
the truth. No, people, they're covering this up like Kennedy's assassination. I'm telling you.
Well, they kind of
We all suspect the
they
truth.
kind of came out and said it was a mistake. Then they came out a little late. Nah, I guess it was kind of planned. All right. But back here in Rhode Island, there is a new chair of the Rhode Island Republican Party, Melissa.
Yay!
So keep an eye. Alan Myers. No idea?
Or is it Mayors?
Well, it's Mike Myers pronounces it Myers from Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
So it
Oh, it's
could-
M-Y, not M-A-Y, right?
It's Meyers.
Mayor. Oh, yeah.
See,
So
it could
Myers-
be Mayor
could be
or
Myers.
Mayor. It depends on the family.
Right. All
It's
right.
like Boucher. Could
Yeah.
be Boucher, could be Busher, could be Boucher.
Joe Power stepped down earlier this month. He will now serve out the remainder of Power's term,
Right.
and then he goes up for re-election
If he wants the job.
if he wants it again for the 2 full-year term in March of 2027. So there you go. He is a former state Senate candidate, so maybe that's why you don't know him. He never made it to the state house.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them.
But he's the new chair of the Rhode Island. The three of them all got together and decided it's your turn. that's
Now, Joe, that's
just
not
a joke.
nice.
That's
Now,
just a
there
joke.
are 4 Senate Republicans. I'll
Are
have you
they?
know.
Okay.
So the
There's
5
more
of
in
them
the.
got
There's
together.
no.
Right.
They're not. There's more in the House.
Of course there are.
Of course.
And do you recall what former Woonsocket mayor was also head of the Republican Party in Rhode Island?
Leo Fontaine.
Yeah.
That's the only Republican I can
Okay.
think of.
Yeah. And we all thought it was ironic because he's the head of the Republican Party in a nonpartisan municipality.
Right.
The New England Patriots defeated the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 38.
There you go.
So there you go.
Good enough for him. All right.
So there, it looks like we had the news story. Where did I put it? So here, the state is giving money for the hospitals. Mm-hmm. So is that a done
Well,
deal?
we talked about it Friday.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
not a
but
done
now
deal. It
they've
has be
agreed to
voted
actually
on.
do it.
It has to be voted on, but those who will be voting and will be organizing the vote have been asked, and they believe that it will pass, but it hasn't.
Yeah. Right.
So what? The governor and the AG got together and said, "Yeah, we really want to do this, and
Yeah.
now let's send it over to the legislature."
Yeah, and that conversation has been ongoing for months with the Senate and the House. Mm-hmm. So this
And
has
remember,
been,
it's
been
not
ongoing behind the scenes.
It's not
yeah.
funding the purchase.
No.
It's funding the working capital aside from the purchase.
Now, when will you vote on it? Has that been
That
decided?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when we'll see
Probably
that.
want to do it as quickly as possible, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think so,
Like
because
this week.
well, that's not up to
That's not up to
that's
me.
not up to
No.
the
I
members.
don't
It's
see
up
that.
it's up to the leadership,
I don't
and I
set
think
the
there's
agenda.
probably a couple of clerks that are flailing away mercilessly at their word processors to get this done and present it to the body, but they have until the 27th of February, Joe. So
Okay, so that's right. They pushed out that
Let me look at
timeline.
our calendar here. You can always look at the Senate and the House calendars if you go to the Rhode Island General Assembly website, and then on the homepage you can look at session calendars, and if you click on that, you'll have one side is the House and one side is the Senate, and you can see what we'll be voting on. Usually those are posted a couple of days in advance. I believe typically on Fridays it'll be posted for Tuesday, and usually they'll post it for the whole week, like the Friday before.
if they know,
So yeah.
there
Yep.
could be addendums.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And right now the calendar is empty. So
All righty.
Well,
Week
like Dave
off.
said, they're still typing to get it on there at some point.
well, no, actually on Thursday we'll be confirming some judges in the Senate. So, but Tuesday's is
Okay.
tomorrow's is
yes,
empty. But we'll be doing other stuff.
Super Bowl 2004. Patriots defeated Carolina 32-29.
Thank you so much, listener. Joe whipped out his phone and took a look, but thank you, listener. That means a lot to us. That
I knew someone would know.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break here in the Coffee and program. Time for the forecast being brought to you by Mattress Warehouse of Providence.
Sunny skies today with a high of 29 degrees, wind chill values at 2 below. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low of 6 degrees and a northwest wind. Tuesday's weather, sunshine and 32. Wednesday, sunny skies and 31 degrees. Thursday, sunshine and 27 degrees. Friday, a 30% chance of snow in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high of 28. That snow could go into Friday night, but no accumulation is being discussed just yet. Saturday, mostly sunny skies, high of 14 degrees, with a stiff breeze from the northwest at 30 miles per hour. Saturday night, an overnight low of 2 below on the thermometer, even more on the wind chill with that northwest wind persisting. And on Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high near 16 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio in the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street under mostly sunny skies, we get a temperature reading of, let's make it 13 degrees. This President's Day at Mattress Warehouse, let their bed match technology help you find your perfect mattress. At prices up to 70% off, you're sure to find a mattress to fit your body and your budget. Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
Today, funeral practices and rites vary greatly among cultures and religions, so it's important for a funeral director to assist family and friends in arranging a service that is appropriate. The Estepardo Memorial Chapel welcomes people of all faiths into their beautiful Victorian-style funeral home. Sue DePardo and her staff will make you feel comfortable in discussing all the details that are so important during this stressful time and fulfill the wishes of the deceased, family, and friends. The Estepardo Memorial Funeral Chapel, 1583 Diamond Hill Road, Woonsocket. Sue DePardo, President. Please call 767-5577 to discuss pre-planning.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Richards. I'm with Brad at Coletta's Furniture on Wood Avenue in Woonsocket, and we have stepped into Coletta's Outlet. Brad?
Yeah, Dave. So what we have here, these are just collections that we have either discontinued fabrics or overstocked or must go. Sofa love seats, as we walk in, you have 3 Ashley Sofa love seat collections. Your choice, 3 fabrics for $7.99. As we make the corner around this other side, we have an Ashley sectional. Right now is only $5.99 instead of $10.99 right now.
And you can save hundreds of dollars at Coletta's Outlet. It's not damaged goods. It's brand new stuff. Brad, how can they buy it?
You can stop in our showroom and check us out.
And the terms?
We have 90 days, no credit needed, same as cash. We have 1 year, 0 down, 0 interest financing. We have free layaway.
It's the family-owned Coletta's Furniture right here in Woonsocket on Wood Avenue. Come on by.
ON Radio.
Okay, Coffee and on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this morning. Joe Callahan here, along with Dave Richards, Melissa Murray.
Well, thanks for having us, Joe.
And we're being joined at the Coffee and Table by Paul Jones. He is the North Smithfield Democratic Town Committee Chair. All right, hi, Paul.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for joining us. How long have you been the Democratic Town Committee Chair?
So we have been active since March. This past March. It was almost a year.
Okay. And so now you're putting together this event. It's coming up this Saturday, February 7th.
That's right.
You're calling it the Candidates Speed Dating Event.
That's right.
So you're not really dating the candidates.
No.
Tell us what it's all about.
So we wanted to try something a little bit different. First of all, for the time of year, because there's not a lot of events happening or opportunities to meet different candidates in the month of February. But also, we wanted to try just a different kind of way to approach candidates. Because when you see candidates, you typically see them at rallies or bigger events, bigger fundraisers, and it's hard to get one-on-one or even small group conversations with them. So we said, well, how are we going to make it easier for the average voter to be able to sit down with these people who are likely going to be the leaders of our state next year, or this year rather, and talk through what are some of the most important things to them. So we came up with this speed dating idea. And how it's going to work is we're going to have candidates at a table, and there's going to be a couple of voters at each table, small group, 3 or 4 people. They're going to get the chance to ask questions that are important to them and have direct conversations with candidates for governor, secretary of state, lieutenant governor, treasurer, and more. When the bell sounds after a couple of minutes, the candidate gets up, moves to the next table, talks to the next group of voters, and we just keep going until everyone's had the chance to talk to everybody in the room.
Oh, so the candidates get up and move, not the people.
We thought, once we started selling a certain amount of tickets, we said, this is going to get messy if we have the people moving. Let's have the candidates move, because we have 12 candidates.
And what if there aren't
coming
enough
right
chairs and they get the next table, that sort of thing? Yeah, I can see
Right,
that.
right. So we're working with the
So you're not
village.
going to have like the music play and then everybody grabs a chair?
no, nothing like that.
Okay.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
So this takes place at the Village Haven
Village Haven.
on Saturday, February 7th.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay.
2:30 to 5. It is $30 a person.
Correct.
Right, to go and participate in this event.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I have
People may say, how come I have to pay to go and see these people? This is a fundraiser, right?
It's a good question. It
Let's be
covers
sensible about this.
Be sensible about it, yeah, but it also covers the food for the Village Haven. They're doing an excellent job for
Oh,
us.
so there's food involved.
There
yes,
is
they're putting food out
involved.
and drinks.
So
Well,
that's
of
really what
course.
it is. We're just trying to cover the expenses for the Village Haven because they're doing a heck of a job for us.
Yeah.
You know, and the folks, they've been so accommodating and just so good. And they're excited because we have a number of candidates coming, including the governor, Lieutenant Governor, the Secretary of State, the Treasurer, Senator Reid is coming. Candidates for Governor, Lieutenant Governor, all the candidates for Attorney General. We've got a big slate of candidates
All of them.
coming. Yeah, I know.
Need a
4 of
bigger
them now.
room.
Yeah.
Attorney General, my goodness.
Well, I have the list of candidates coming, but it's as of January 22nd. So I'm
Okay.
sure there's more.
Yeah.
So for governor, we got Dan McKee and Gregory Stevens.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Miss Folks couldn't make it, unfortunately.
Okay. Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos and Sue Anderboyce.
Anderboy.
Okay, Anderboyce, she'll be there. Attorney General, we got Keith Hoffman and Justin. Is that Jason Knight?
Jason
Knight. Okay.
Jason Knight.
Secretary of State Greg Amore.
Yep.
Anybody else for Secretary of State?
Nobody else is declared yet.
Oh, okay, so it's just him.
He's doing such a good
He
job.
is-
Nobody
no,
said,
they-
hey, I can't.
Can't top this, right? Treasurer, you got James Diasa. Mm-hmm. Anyone else for treasurer?
Nobody yet.
Okay. And it just says for U.S. Senate.
So we have Senator Reid is coming, and Senator Reid has an opponent in the primary named Connor Burbridge.
Okay.
And then we've also since added Kim Ahern, who is running for Attorney General, and Joseph Solomon, who's a state representative running for Attorney General as well. And I think that's about it. I think that's all I can. That's all I can.
What
think of
about
right
that
now.
candidate Raimondo I heard people talking about? Is he not Democrat?
No, he's a Republican, and right now because this is, we're the Democratic Town Committee.
Well, I
but-
just thought of Democrat because,
because
the other Raimondo that we elected was Democrat.
Right. But, this is the first time we're doing this event. And if this goes really well and the format tends to work, the next time we do it, we're more than happy to open it up to more candidates and more people that want to come from different political parties because, again, nobody's really doing anything in the month of February. And this is a really good opportunity to meet these people. This is the only time between now and I think the convention where we're going to have all of these candidates in one place, having the opportunity to talk
Serious?
to voters. Yeah.
Conventions are like in June, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Wow.
there is nothing else that
Yep,
I have on the
declarations
calendar.
in June and yeah.
Well, you know why? Because now, forgive my logical mind. You don't know me. These other two know what kind of a bozo I am. But thinking logically, like Mr. Spock, nobody's a candidate yet.
Technically
speaking.
Technically true.
From a legal standpoint, nobody's a candidate. They all have intentions.
Right.
They're intended candidates.
Right.
And one thing could happen or another thing could happen. There could be more, there could be less. They could change their mind. We know that because of all the newly reaffirmed and redesigned equal time laws that the Trump FCC has put on us this year. You guys are going to get educated.
Okay.
The threats have already started from Brendan Carr at the FCC for broadcast people just last week. The threats began that you better not be skirting the law in any way. We'll take a very dim view, and there will be fines and all kinds of other problems here if you have any perceived infractions of equal access to the broadcast stations.
Got it.
So, yeah, right. So you guys are going to be relegated to internet. Oh, boy, won't that be fun? The internet's so fair.
Isn't
Yeah.
it, though?
The internet has so much
Accurate.
tradition of
Accurate.
honesty and equal fair play and stuff like that. Yeah. The place where you would get a fair shake is going to, no, I'm sorry, we can't take any chances. I'm sorry. We can't take any chances. No, call up so-and-so. They can't come? No, forget it. The whole thing's off.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, have you this idea of doing the candidate?
So my point was, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
You think? Yeah. No, I took that point. Yeah.
This
no,
is a
thank you.
good thing because the broadcast stations are all under threat.
Right.
To really, yeah.
Well, one of the biggest reasons we wanted to do this as well is because we noticed that, there are some of these races that are popping up that have candidates who aren't getting a lot of exposure besides.
Right.
So this
Well, that's natural, isn't it?
It is, but this is another really good opportunity to give people who are running for offices like governor or United States Senate the chance to get in front of voters that they might not otherwise get the chance to get in front of. We're not asking them to buy a TV spot or anything like that. We want to just put them in front of voters and give them the chance to state their case.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now, did you get this idea from our other states? Have they done something like this? Or
We haven't heard any other state doing anything like this.
so this is your germ of an idea.
the executive committee got together and
This is remarkably a Rhode Island idea because of the size of the state.
You're right.
You go to
You're
Wisconsin and these people have to buy airplane tickets to come in.
Right.
You're right. That's true.
So it's unique.
And we do have people who are coming from all the way down in Westerly and
Yeah,
Newport
right.
and
But they can get here in an hour.
and they can get here in
In a
an hour.
snowstorm, they can get here in an hour.
Yeah.
And they can meet the people who are running to represent them at different levels of government. And
Sure.
it's great. It's exactly what we want to do in a small d democracy.
Yeah.
I like your note here in the press release that we have that you said, Paul. People are sick of polished speeches and sound bites.
That's right.
They want real answers from the people asking for their vote. So that's a great.
That's right.
Great. Now, how do you buy the tickets?
So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either go to our Facebook page, North Smithfield Democrats, and there is a link to the event pinned to the top of our page.
Mm-hmm.
You can email us, northsmithfielddtc@gmail.com, and we will send you the link to purchase tickets. Or if you want to buy tickets at the door, we're going to have limited tickets at the door. We're going to have about 15 tickets available the day of. So you can come, you can buy a ticket then. If you decide, like, hey, I want to see what the weather is
That's
like.
your
and figure it
overflow
out,
withhold. That's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Overflow withhold, yeah. When you mentioned the website, is that all spelled out, North Smithfield DTC?
Yeah, so our website's not active yet, so the email address, northsmithfielddtc, is at gmail.com.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So when was it you that had the fun job of reaching out to the candidates and saying, this is what we want to do and we want you to participate? What was their reaction when you got a hold of these people?
Yeah, we've been spreading the love, myself, my vice chair, the secretary, and the treasurer of the committee. And we've been reaching out to different candidates. And, it's been actually really refreshing how open all of the candidates have been, because they hear this idea and they go, God, that's different.
Yeah.
And the chance to be in front of voters, even though it's going to be a small amount of voters at for different times, the chance that they're going to have to sit and not just talk with people, but hear from people. Hey, this is what's important to me. Because sometimes candidates can get insulated as well. Mm-hmm. And they have this idea of what's important, and maybe that's a little polished, a little focus tested, a little not entirely accurate. But now they get the chance to sit down with people and actually talk about, hey, this is important to me as a Rhode Islander.
Because they may think something's important, but the person sitting with them, yeah, that's nice, but this is what's really important.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's look at this subject, and this maybe it's something they hadn't thought of. So
absolutely.
So I'm glad they were all were enthusiastic about. Well, maybe not enthusiastic, not the right word, but accommodating.
They were accommodating.
Let's put it that way. So, okay, we'll show up. So
there were a couple that couldn't make it. Miss Folks couldn't make it, unfortunately, and Senator Coyne, who is also running for lieutenant governor, she couldn't make it. Her daughter's actually getting married on Saturday, so we're like, all right, we'll give you a pass.
Well, I don't know. Well, okay. So this is a great idea. So it's this Saturday, February 7th, 2:30 to 5 at the Village Haven, and we hope everybody shows up on time.
Well, isn't that fun? Yeah,
Well,
that's what we're hoping to.
Did you tell them, well, please, everyone show up at 1 o'clock so we can start at 2:30?
Actually, we did.
Oh, there you go. Smart. There you go. Traffic and things like that.
Things happen.
Things come up. So that's, and I am especially thinking, you never know what would happen with the governor.
Well, right.
You never know what might happen statewide that he has to go take care of. Right. So, all right, more on this coming up. We're going to take our break, and we're going to talk to Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library coming up. But more of Coffee In coming your way here on ON Radio.
ON 1240.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Be there at Amica Mutual Pavilion on February 13th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
3 contestants are running to be Mardi Gras Queen of the Woonsocket Mardi Gras to help the Northern Rhode Island Council of the Arts. The title of Queen will go to the contestant who sells the most raffle tickets. The 3 women vying for Mardi Gras Queen are Melissa Iadelli, Renee Shambroni, and Tatiana Rollinson. Mardi Gras Ball Coronation will be Sunday, February 8th at the Italian Workingmen's Club at 5 p.m. Tickets are $25 per person. After they choose their king and princes, the Queen and her court will preside over the Mardi Gras Ball the following Saturday, February 14th at St. Anne's Arts and Cultural Center. Tickets are $40 per person for the ball. Cajun and Zydeco music at the ball will be provided by the Squeeze Box Stompers. Tickets for both events can be purchased from the 3 contestants for Queen of the Mardi Gras and Northern Rhode Island Council of the Arts members. For biographies of the women who are the contestants and for more information, visit the website nrica.org. ON AM and FM.
Coffee In on ON. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray. Dave Richards is here. We're here with Paul Jones, North Smithfield Democratic Town Committee Chair. And Leslie Page has joined us at the Coffee In table to talk about what's going on at the Woonsocket Harris Public Library. Tell us what's going on, Leslie.
I will. Good morning. Our hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We offer self-service photocopying and faxing, and our reference department provides notary services free of charge. This week, the Children's Department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun today at 10 a.m. and on Wednesday, February 4th, also at 10 a.m. For more information about all children's programs, please call 767-4122. This week, the Teen Department is offering a tabletop role-playing game on Tuesday, February 3rd at 3 p.m., and storytelling through theater also on Thursday, February 5th, also at 3 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. The next Tech Tuesday will be held on Tuesday, February 10th at 1:30 p.m. Learn how to access ebooks and audiobooks on your mobile devices. Call 767-4124 to register. The next tabletop role-playing game for adults will be held on Saturday, February 7th from 1 to 3 p.m. Please call 767-4132 for more information on that. And then join us for Classics Jazz Plus, an hour of favorite tunes on Saturday, February 14th at 2 p.m. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, and how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. If you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044. And we look forward to seeing you at the library.
All right, Leslie, thank you very much. So this event, the candidate speed dating, you're not really dating them, of course, but you get to find out what they're thinking and why you should vote for them. This is a great way for people that have never had a chance to meet their state politicians to see that they're actually real people.
That's right.
They'll laugh, they'll smile.
Yeah. They might sweat a little bit.
They might sweat a little.
But
make them sweat a little bit.
Make them sweat a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's really the point.
Yeah.
Because so much of the relationship the average voter has with their governor or their United States senator or their secretary of state, it's through television. It's through especially social media. And, as I'm very fond of telling people, social media is not a real place. Facebook is not a real place, And so we have these preconceived notions about how one another talks and acts and thinks. So to break down those walls and to be able to sit down with these people and say, oh, no, you're you're a person.
Yeah.
You have these thoughts, and these are the things you're thinking and why you're thinking them and why you want to talk about the state in this way and lead the state in this way. I understand it a little bit now. And then conversely, to have voters be able to sit and talk with these folks who, again, maybe they need a little bit of the average person sitting with them, away from campaign staff, away from the big rallies, away from the big speeches, and talk about day to day on the ground. This is what's important to me, and this is what I'd like you to focus on if you are elected governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, treasurer, etc., etc.
Even if you don't have a question, just go and hear what their platform is.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll generate a question.
Hey, come for the food.
Oh, come for the food. That's right.
Hey, come for the Village Haven food. It's awesome. But no, and that's another big thing too. We've had some people who have called us and said, look, I want to come.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be there. I don't know if I want to actually talk to anybody. I think I just want to be there. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You can just be there to listen.
Yeah.
And if something does come up that's important that maybe you never thought of before, now is your opportunity to bring it up to somebody who's actually going to be affecting policy in the future. And it's an invaluable opportunity. As I mentioned before the break, this is the only time that I can think of between now and the state conventions in the summer where all of these candidates are going to be together in one place, and the voters who get to go to this event are going to have all of them all to themselves. So this is the best opportunity to get in front of people who are going to make policy happen in the state of Rhode Island.
So it takes place Saturday, February 7th, 2:30 to 5, Village Haven, 90 School Street. Tickets are $30 per person to go to this, but that includes food and drink.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. So who got to do the whole, it sounds like almost like a wedding. Who did the seating chart of where do candidates go so they're not near one another or that are running for the same thing?
My vice chair, Elizabeth, has just done an amazing job with the logistics and everything else with the Village Haven and all that. She I have an embarrassment of riches with my committee, and I have just the most dedicated, wonderful people as part of the North Smithfield Democratic Town Committee. I am so lucky. I am so happy. Mm-hmm. And we're recruiting new members every week. People want to get involved in their community. They want to have an opportunity to learn about politics and maybe even eventually run for office themselves someday. So we're getting a lot of people who are coming to our meetings and being part of what we're all about, and it's so encouraging.
And it's not just for Democrats, right?
No,
Republicans, independents, anybody can
absolutely. We welcome any Republicans or independent voters that want to come. Feel free. Because if the governor wins, that's your governor too.
Right.
If the senator wins, that's your senator too. So come, ask questions. If you think they're tough questions, good. Ask tough questions. But we're not afraid of tough questions.
Now, will the candidates be wearing, like, Dan McKee's easy to figure out, he's the governor, but the others, are they going to, like, wear name tags?
Yeah,
this is who I am, this is what I'm running for?
Yeah, we're going to have specially colored lanyards and name badges.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. So people will know who they're actually speaking with. Well, that makes sense. And maybe you'll get a chance, maybe they'll pass out business cards, and you'll have, like, the...
If they're smart, they will.
They will.
Yeah.
And that way, follow up with me, send me an email.
Yeah, this is the longer conversation. Let's take it offline. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Smart going. So, all right. Have you ever heard of anything like this, Leslie, where there's these candidate speed dating events?
No, actually, no.
It's such a cool idea.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That you come in and then what do you blow a whistle? Is that what's going to happen? So that everybody switches?
No, we're going to have. I think it's going to be just a buzzer.
Okay.
Something, it's going to get everyone's attention, but it's not going to be like, all right, Paul, that's enough.
Okay. Are we looking at 5 minutes at each table? 10 minutes? What's the time limit?
Right now, it's going to be between 5 and 7 minutes, depending on how many people come.
Okay.
That last, because we're going to have tickets available at the door.
Mm-hmm.
So we might get an influx of people who come in right at the last minute, which is totally fine. And if they do, that's okay. We'll adjust the time just to make sure that everyone at the table gets the chance to ask some questions or talk if they want to.
Did any candidates reach out to you and said, hey, I hear this thing's going on, I want to be part of it?
No, we reached out to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, and we followed up with them. You know how it goes. Sometimes emails fall into spam or calls.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get returned. It is what it is. So no, we reached out to everybody. But I think now that the idea of the event is out there, there is some excitement about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if this goes well this year, then we're looking forward to doing it again the next election cycle and trying to make it a little bit bigger.
Okay. You ever think about bringing in like Melissa?
Yes.
Because it's for not statewide, but local.
Yeah, and
we did a coffee hour.
Yeah, we did a coffee hour in North Smithfield, which I was so grateful for. Thank you again. And for the candidate speed dating, we wrestled with the idea. All right, do we involve state rep, state senate candidates?
Yeah.
Do we involve potential local candidates? And what we eventually settled on is, let's see A, how many of the statewide candidates can even come, and then B, what kind of turnout we get. And then finally see, how well the event goes. And if all of these things fall into place and go well, then next time, absolutely. State rep, state senate, local candidates, all are welcome.
You might have to find a bigger place.
We're gonna, yeah, that's true.
Well, good planning, by the way. Having
you.
it on the Saturday before the Super Bowl. Was that intentional, not knowing the Patriots going to be in the Super Bowl?
I no, but I'll take full credit.
Okay,
That's fine.
There you go. No, I'm saying let's have it on the Saturday before the Super Bowl, because what's going on that day? Nothing.
Yeah, it worked out well. I have to admit,
Yeah.
we didn't realize until, it was the date that worked for the Village Haven as well.
Right. Check with them.
Yeah, and then a couple weeks later, we were sitting there we were doing a planning meeting, and I think it was my treasurer who looked up and he's like, "Oh, by the way, that's Super Bowl weekend."
Yeah.
And we all kind of took a moment, like, "Oh God, all right, should we reschedule? Should we keep it? What are we gonna do?" We finally said, "No, let's keep it. We're gonna go for it. Let's see what happens." Obviously February we're gonna stress about weather until the day of. But we're feeling pretty good.
You can't reschedule now. You got too many candidates said, "Yeah, we can make it on that date, on that time."
Yep.
So moving it, a lot more people would have to drop off.
Yeah. So we're gonna cross our fingers, hope that there's no snow, no adverse weather this weekend. I'm not gonna say what the weather report looks like because I'll jinx it immediately. But do
you want me to tell you?
No.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, kind of. What does it look like?
Yeah, no. Well.
Sunny and cold.
I'll take it. So right now we're going to be looking forward to a really good event, productive, and a chance for people to get to meet the folks who are going to be running Rhode Island a year from now.
Now you also have a pre-programmed lunch with the candidates, and tickets for this is $250. So what do they get for the $250?
So that's just a much more intimate face. That's the host committee lunch, and the host committee is full now, but it's a much more one-on-one conversation with all of these candidates. So the host committee sits. It's a prime rib lunch with the candidates. We're all just sitting and talking and having a much more in-depth conversation with all the candidates. So we offered it for a while, but the host committee is closed now, unfortunately.
All right, so that's not available right now. But tickets are once again $30 a person to participate in this event on this coming Saturday, the candidates speed dating event. You also get drinks and food with your $30 as opposed with meeting the candidates. So Paul, tell us again, where can people purchase tickets?
So a couple of different ways you can purchase tickets. You can go onto our Facebook page, North Smithfield Democrats, and the event flyer is pinned to the top of the page and the link to purchase tickets. Or you can email us, northsmithfielddtc@gmail.com, and we can send you a link to the tickets. Or if you want, you can come the day of. We have about 15 tickets we're going to be selling at the door. Because we have a limited amount of tickets at the door the day of the event, I do recommend that if you think you can make it, either go to the Facebook page or email us, or if all else fails, you can private message us through Facebook or whatever is going to make the most sense for you. But there's a lot of different ways you can buy tickets, and I hope everybody listening decides they want to come.
And you got a lot of you get all the major candidates coming, which is great. For Governor Dan McKee, Gregory Stevens, but as I said, Helena Folks cannot make it. Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, as well as Sue Anderboy. The 4 candidates for Attorney General will all be there. Secretary of State, Gregor Moore is just him right now. Same thing with Treasurer.
Treasurer
James Diosa.
Yeah.
And you get 2 people. You said Jack Reed's going to show up for Senate, right?
Jack Reed is specifically flying here on Saturday
for this event. That's cool. As well as the person that's running against him, Connor Burbridge. And just when you're sitting with Jack Reed, make sure you sit up nice and close. He's a very soft talker.
He is a very soft talker, yeah.
And so what was that again?
Yeah.
but a very nice guy.
Yes.
A very nice guy. So
we're very excited. We're very grateful.
Yeah, this is great. This event, this should be a fun event, and I think the people that go will get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Being able to meet these people who they probably have never met before.
That's true.
Ever, and maybe, like you said, maybe they're at a
Might
rally.
be your only opportunity.
Yeah, to actually sit down, shake hands with a candidate, and find out what they're all about, and find out how human they really are. I've met some of the people that have been on this list. If I'm thinking of the right guy, right person, Greg Amore is just a hoot.
Oh, he's great.
He's so great.
He's to talk to. So he's just so much fun. Not that the others aren't fun, but I'm sure. But this is fantastic. So, Paul Jones, thanks for coming in today talking about this. It's great.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
And equal time will be provided for those with differing viewpoints. They wanted me to read that. Leslie Page, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and Melissa Murray, thanks for coming in as well.
Thank you. Have
All
a
right.
great week, everyone.
Stay warm, right?
Yeah. Stay warm.
We thank Dave Rich for being here as well. Coming up after the 9 o'clock news is Kim Garno with Blessings and Good Health. Coming your way after the 9 o'clock news right here on WOON AM and FM. Have yourself a great day, everyone.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Music's biggest night is in the books as the 68th Annual Grammy Awards were held Sunday in L.A. Bad Bunny took home the big Grammy Award of the night.
I want to dedicate this award